We're back at Elevate with Jim Croy. And see, I'm getting better. I'm not quite like Martin Scorsese, but I set the shot so people, even with short-term memories, they can like read behind you and read Elevate. But tell people, see, I can't sign that wall, but who can sign that wall?
So it's kind of a fun idea. We've had a couple NBA players that have come through in the 6 or 7 months that we've been open, but Darrell Wright, who I'm friends with and lives in Walnut Creek, we ran his Darrell Wright shooting camp this summer, which was a lot of fun. So what we've done is, for all the NBA players that come through, we have the Wall of Fame that we call it behind us, so they kind of get to personalize it. It's fun for the kids to see. Those guys have been here. So we have Darrell Wright's been up there. His brother DeLon Wright, who was a first-round draft pick this year by the Raptors, was in here doing some preseason, pre-NBA draft workouts. I didn't get him to sign it, but he'll be the next guy that we get to sign that. Robert Horry, who's a 7-time NBA championship, did an event here. And then, of course, our favorite local boy, Matthew Dellavedova. And Deli's been great in terms of donations for our program with autograph stuff for the kids at camp, and just been a real treat. My brother coached him at St. Mary's for a number of years. So he has been in here in the off season as well, doing some workouts.
Yeah, actually, maybe you help me out here. See, it's called Transitions. You mentioned your brother Rick Croy. He's doing very well down south coaching. Tell people about this.
He is. He's doing fantastic. My brother and I were as close as two brothers can be, and I'm super proud of what he's accomplished. He's back down in Riverside. He's the head coach at Cal Baptist University. He just finished his second year there, where the last 2 years they've won 50 games in those 2 years. It's a Division II school, NCAA Division II. They're in the process of trying to move into transition into Division I. But he basically took, similar to what Coach Laco did at Northgate, took a program that wasn't much of a program and has basically put it on the map. He was the head assistant at St. Mary's for 3 years, where he coached guys like Deli and a number of other guys, Mickey McConnell, Omar Samhan, you name it, all those guys. But he really was itching to be back in the head coaching role. Before St. Mary's, he was the head coach at Citrus Junior College, where he won a state title there. A few years back, they were 35-1 that year. So his head coaching record is off the charts, and he's as good a leader as I've ever seen. But we were really lucky to have him back in Walnut Creek for 3 years when he was in St. Mary's. At St. Mary's, he was living in our neighborhood. So my kids, his kids were at the same school. But it's great. He's doing phenomenal.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe that'd be illegal, but what happens if you guys end up back in the same neighborhood? That's going to be a very good high school basketball team.
Yeah, we'll see. He's got a son and a daughter. I have 2 daughters, so all of our kids play multiple sports and are loving it.
You mentioned that. Besides coaching basketball, you're coaching soccer. And with your daughters, I mentioned AAU. Tell people what that is.
So it's kind of, my daughters both play at St. John Vianney, which is CYO, and then when that season ends, there's AAU or club basketball. We have a girls team that we started here at Elevate. There's actually 2 grade levels, but we play in tournaments and leagues. We're playing in a tournament this next weekend up in Rockland. We played in the MVP Flight League, and super proud of my girls. They went 10-0 in the Flight League, so that was a fun experience. But so many of these sports are so good for the other sports that the girls are and the boys are playing. So it's been good to keep a basketball in their hand even when it's not basketball season, and continue to develop their skill sets. Youth sports is competitive now. We try to really emphasize here that it has to be fun at the same time and create an environment that kids and parents want to walk in these doors. So that Elevate team is all about building friendships, having fun, and getting better.
Right, and then also, so how did you learn how to coach soccer, though?
So I played soccer when I was a boy, probably for about 5 or 6 years.
All right.
And then hooked up with a couple of good friends of mine that were also wanted to coach.
Right.
Our daughters were 5 or 6 years old, and have kind of relearned the game with them.
Right.
But I've been coaching soccer for 7 years now, so I coach both my daughters' teams in that.
All right.
And it's been a real blast. And again, anytime you get to spend time with your kids, especially in a sporting world where it's fun and challenging, you get to see them learn life lessons. It's been really fun and enjoyable for me.
What's on the roof here at Elevate? Can we put a turf up there?
There's not turf, but maybe down the road, right?
Exactly. Exactly. I'm thinking, how we wrap up here. Anything you want to add? I know how I'm going to end. There is this Donkey Kong machine. And I got the guy's initial, and you're going to tell me what dad this is, because everyone else comes down to get better at basketball.
Yeah,
I'll take. I'm going to challenge him. I got to beat this guy.
Yeah, I wish you the best of luck. I'm not sure that score can be topped, and I'm not sure whose it is, to be honest with you. There's a number of dads that come in here and go to work on Donkey Kong.
Right.
Good luck on getting that best score.
Okay, that's all right. And then, maybe we just wrap. Jim, I can't thank you enough. I mean, you just have a good personality, and we met on the internet through Marcus Schroeder.
Yeah.
And that's the power of the internet.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. No, I thank you for your time today. How about this? I'll let you get home to your family.
That sounds good. Appreciate your time. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you got it. Okay, cool.
Okay.